Hi, I'm Daniela and this is Jocelyn. Thanks for coming back to our channel.
Today we're going to talk more about how to artificially inseminate using a menstrual cup.
Unfortunately, our first attempt at ICI was not successful, but there are many factors that play into not getting pregnant on the first attempt. We're going to keep up the positive vibes and give it a go for round 2. But this time, we're going to do it a little different.
In our last video, we touched upon using a menstrual cup to attempt ICI at home. And in this video, we're going to go more in depth about how effective using a menstrual cup can be for your chances of conception.
The idea behind this method is that the cup holds the sperm very close up to the cervix. With the sperm being held up there, this only allows them to swim in one direction, up.
Many OBGYNs are now recommending this method because it's a safe way you can keep the sperm close to the cervix for up to 12 hours.
As for brands of menstrual discs or cups, I read online about a lot of people using the brand Soft Cup. We didn't have any experience with that one, so I won't be able to speak on it, but we personally used the flexed disc, which I tend to like. I did try out some of the larger menstrual cups, but for me, I just felt that the discs were a little bit more comfortable and easy to insert. If you have questions about insertion or use of the disc or cup, usually the companies have detailed instructions inside, and I know for this brand, there's a link to really great videos that teach you how to put it in with descriptions and also visuals.
Really? Visuals?
It's like a video, and then there's like a cartoon image that shows it whoop going into the right spot, and it's right there with the cervix. So definitely just look into whatever brand you decide to use. It's even recommended for some heterosexual couples who are having trouble conceiving the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way. In that case, they would just recommend that the male put the sample directly into the cup and then insert it, and that will get them closer to where they need to be straight off the bat. After learning this information, we decided to give it a go. So we had our donor just leave his sample directly in the menstrual cup, which then I just simply inserted and laid with my legs and hips elevated for roughly 1 hour.
This method is super user-friendly, and afterwards the donor even let us know that it was a little bit easier to collect the sample in the menstrual cup than it was in that larger specimen cup we tried the first time.
I do agree that this method was so much easier. It was a lot less to worry about. I didn't have to deal with worrying about the syringe and the sample. It was already just there in the menstrual cup, and I just was able to put it right in. I only felt worried that maybe the sample or the sperm would just sit in the cup and not go anywhere. So I felt like I just wanted to help them out, and I just did some Kegels and squeezes a little bit because I just wanted to make sure they got where they needed to go. I'm sure that wasn't really happening, but I don't know why I just in my head envisioned them being stuck. So I'm not sure if that helped at all, but I gave it a try.
Well, I think when you're going through this, it's easy to think of all the things that could go wrong and be stressed out about it, so I can understand that.
Being that our first attempt was unsuccessful, I think it's important to remind everyone that this is a difficult process and you have to be patient and positive along the way. Trust me, I know that this is a stressful process, but we have to remember that stress can greatly decrease our chances of getting pregnant.
What we found helpful throughout this process was letting ourselves be sad that we weren't pregnant and kind of grieving that together, and then reminding ourselves not to let it consume us and to just take what we learned as a growing tool and grow from it. So here we are making some modifications and we're ready to get going.
Yeah, it's really important to get excited about your next attempt and your next try because this is a journey. And this is just one step in your journey. Be sure to keep pushing forward. You got this. Being informed can really help you maintain a positive mind frame. Understanding what you are trying to achieve and what your body is going through can really help you find strength throughout this process.
You can also have an alternative plan. For example, when we started this journey, we decided to give ICI at-home insemination a full year of active trying. If it proved unsuccessful after that year, then we'd decide to do IUI and go from there.
Having a game plan or an alternative plan can help you reframe when things aren't going as you anticipated them to.
It's understandable that things can get easily overwhelming during a situation like this. When we find ourselves overwhelmed, we use relaxation techniques to try to reframe our mindset.
Oftentimes we will do things like yoga practices, going for a walk by the bay, breathing exercises, and even going to the gym. As much as I like to complain about not liking the gym, getting my negative energy out in a positive way really does make me feel better.
It's also important to have a support system. It's easy to feel like you're the only one going through this, but you may be surprised to find that there are others out there going through a similar situation as you. I know I was surprised when I started researching, and that's kind of the point of creating this channel, to let you know that you're not alone and that whatever you are going through, whatever complicated intricacies make up your journey, that there are still people out there ready to support and understand what you're going through.
Just know that you have a support system in us on this journey. Supporting others was always our main motivation for making this channel, so feel free to reach out to us in the comments. I hope you found this video helpful.
Next time, we're going to talk to you about an alternative to the syringe we used in our first attempt at ICI at-home insemination.
Yes, we did some digging around and found some cool new goodies to share with you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you soon.
Menstrual.
You could say detailed instruction. A millimeter Peter, you've heard of those. Oh, this was your line.
I know.
I didn't know why I was reading
job.
it.
Because I didn't want to say any of that anyway.
Good. I almost did it perfect, and then I was like, along